Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Week 9 of the Pokemon Stadium 2 Draft League. We've got some interesting matchups today. Before we get started, though, if you like what you see or you're interested to see more from my channel, do the YouTube thing. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that fun stuff, all that nonsense. And with that out of the way, let's get to the rest of the video. I'll be right back with our first matchup. Alright everybody, we're here with the first matchup. We've got My Little Ponyta and the Tampa Bay Steelix. I will be controlling My Little Ponyta today as we get to these matchups. Before we battle though, there were a few moves made by the Tampa Bay Steelix this week. Tampa Bay Steelix dropped Machop and Slugma and added Sunflora and Magnemite in their place. Alright. I have been directed by this team to lead with Muck, so we're going to be leading with Muck, and we will see where that takes us. Here we go. Alright, so we got Muck out there to start against Articuno. I know Electabuzz would be good against Articuno, but do I really want to set it up to take a Blizzard? Ooh, we could try Disable and get rid of Blizzard. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll switch in. I would imagine Muck should be slower than Articuno. Of course, it went for Mist instead of Blizzard. Alright, so that was a do-nothing turn for both sides. Well, Disable Mist anyway, so maybe that worked out for the better. We'll go Sludge then. Switch, that's going to be Steelix, I bet. I mean, in my defense, they didn't switch the first turn either. So, alright, Steelix is out there. So we're looking at... This team actually has a few things that can battle Steelix. Let's switch to... Feraligator's the only one that won't be hit super effectively by Mud Slap. So let's do that. Alright. Sandstorm. Alright. So Feraligator's special attack isn't that high, but Steelix's special defense isn't that high. So I would imagine that Water Gun will still work alright, knowing those offset. Another switch, okay. Is this going to be like Blastoise or Quillfish? Sunflora. Okay. I gotta learn what switches in for what so I can figure out how to beat it. Alright, so Sunflora checks in to battle the Feraligator. And we know that Steelix will come in for Muck. Our counter for Sunflora is going to be Typhlosion or Muck. Let's go Muck, because I can predict the switch and go for Dynamic Punch on the Steelix. Whereas if I go for Typhlosion, then they'll just put a Water type or something back out there. So this will be our chance to get ahead of the game. Alright. There's the Sandstorm hitting things still. Doing more damage to Sunflora than anything else, really. Alright, Dynamic Punch, assuming that they're going to switch. They are going to switch. Will Dynamic Punch land? I know if the computer was controlling Muck, it would land. But let's see how it does when I'm in charge. Here we go. Dynamic Punch. 0 for 1. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. Let's try one more Dynamic Punch and then I'll switch. What's this? Oh, that missed too. 0 for 2. Because Mud Slap, while it's going to be super effective, it's not going to do much damage. So, all right, so we'll switch out. If we put Feraligatr in there, we know it's going to go to Sunflora, but we can use kind of the same idea where maybe we can Dynamic Punch the Sunflora or something like that. Or we can just call the bluff and switch at the same time. We'll see what the Steelix does here. Okay, yeah, we're just going to stay in then. We're going to go Dynamic Punch, assuming that they go to the Sunflora.
Here comes a Pokemon switch. The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon.
Alright, Dynamic Punch. We're 0 for 3 on Dynamic Punch. Alright, you are definitely going to use Razor Leaf. Muck's getting kind of beat up. I'm at a tough spot because I want to put Muck in there because I know they'll switch to Steelix. But at the same time, Muck's taking damage. If I go Typhlosion, then another Pokemon is losing some of its health. I think we'll go with Muck so we can keep Typhlosion at full health. Because if we get everything down to half health, then that could be a problem later, potentially. So we'll go with Muck for now. All the Pokemon that Muck can beat, this team has a second counter for. For example, if Muck goes down, Typhlosion can beat Sunflora, etc., etc. So we'll stick with Muck for now and see if we can get a Dynamic Punch to land. Because really, until we get rid of Steelix, Muck is going to have to Dynamic Punch because the poison moves aren't going to work on Steelix. So we gotta get this to work. Alright, well we know we're faster than Steelix, so we'll take one more shot at Dynamic Punch here. And then when it Mud Slaps us, we'll switch out. Man, 0 for 4 from Muck, 0 for 5 overall. Yeah, Iron Tail's 2 for 2. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, one more Dynamic Punch attempt. They're switching. Well, this is interesting because it also means that Muck doesn't have a way to really fight Steelix now. Well, we're not going to do anything to that. What to do? Because if we leave Muck in there, we're essentially throwing away a Pokemon, but I don't know if we can switch to anything without it taking a shot from Haunter. We don't want Typhlosion taking damage because it could fight Steelix. Same with Feraligatr still. Is there anything on the Tampa Bay team that we need Muck specifically for? No, okay. So I guess we'll just leave Muck in there. Let's go for Sludge just to get some damage off. If we survive a Shadow Ball, that is. Haunter with the knockout. Seriously, though, 0 for 6. I mean, the Haunter one makes sense because it was a ghost, but 0 for 5 on Dynamic Punch between Feraligatr and Muck. I mean, seriously? We'll use Nidoqueen because we'll save Nidoking in case we need to Horn Drill late in the game. Alright, Nidoqueen. Let's try Mud Slapping it. You're going to switch. What's coming in? Is it Articuno? Because then Mud Slap's not going to do anything. Of course it is. Alright. I guess this time I don't have a choice but to... let's see. If we switch Feraligatr or... Let's go Typhlosion. Because if I switch Feraligatr in, then we risk... Well, I guess Typhlosion could beat Steelix. Okay, let's go Feraligatr. Because we certainly don't want Nidoqueen or Nidoking taking a Blizzard. So we'll put Feraligatr in there because it's already got some damage on it anyway. Hopefully as a water type, Blizzard won't do much and it'll survive. Or better yet, maybe Articuno will use Mist again. Nope, there's Blizzard. Is it going to hit? Computer hasn't missed an attack yet, by the way. 1 for 1 on Blizzard, 2 for 2 on Iron Tail. Just throwing that out there. Let's go Dynamic Punch. Once again, see if we can get some confusion or something. That's going to be Haunter, isn't it? No, Haunter wouldn't make sense against water necessarily. Sunflora. It's like the game knew I was going to use Dynamic Punch. Come on. Alright, you're going to use Giga Drain because I'm a water type. So let's put Typhlosion in there. You won't do much damage. And then if you stay in, we'll get a good hit, hopefully, with Flame Wheel. If you switch out, that's what it'll do. It'll switch out because there's 2 water Pokemon on the Tampa Bay Steelix. Alright. I imagine that you are going to switch out. So as a response to you switching out, I'm going to try to put Electabuzz in there. I know the Tampa Bay Steelix have Blastoise and Quillfish, so I feel like the game would put them out there to take a fire attack. Okay. Okay. Although the game will probably put Steelix out there to take an electric hit. Now that I think about it. Alright, well, we can still predict that as well. You're going to put Steelix out there, which means we can put... What's Nidoqueen's other attacks? Body Slam and Toxic? Okay. Let's put Nidoqueen out there. We're going to call the switch again. And if I'm right, then what we'll do is instead of Mud Slap, we'll go for Toxic and try to Toxic the Articuno. Alright, called the switch twice in a row. Okay. Is it Steelix? It is Steelix. Okay, we're going to try Toxic, assuming that it'll switch yet again. Alright, if it's Quillfish, this won't work. If it's Blastoise or Articuno, this is going to be great. Alright. Don't miss it. Please. Alright. We're making some progress. We've got Poisoning on the field. You are most definitely going to use Hydro Pump, so let's put Feraligatr back in there. One for one on Hydro Pump. Computer has not missed a missable attack yet. Hydro Pump again. I bet it hits again. I'm doing everything I can, Ponyta. It is rough when the game just decides every attack is going to land. Yet we've missed every Dynamic Punch. Alright. Everything left is weak to Blastoise except Electabuzz. If I put Electabuzz in, it's going to switch to Steelix. Nidoking has Thunder, right? Oh, this is a tough one. You know what? Let's go Nidoqueen first. We'll Mud Slap to lessen the accuracy. Hopefully. And then we can go Nidoqueen for Thunder and Horn Drill. Since it's landing every attack, I want to give Nidoking a better chance with Mud Slap with using Nidoqueen first. Uh, all right, there we go. First miss. A good idea. You will probably switch out if I hit you with Mud Slap again, so how about Body Slam? Come on, miss again. Miss again. All right. Mud Slap, helping out. Now you're going to switch after Blastoise lost more than half its health. Thanks, game. Really representing my Tampa Bay Steelix team well. Alright, that's not the worst thing in the world. It doesn't have anything super effective on us. It does have Giga Drain, but that's not super effective or anything. Meanwhile, Mud Slap is indeed super effective. But it's going to switch to Articuno. I should have remembered that. Oh well. Honestly, other than Electabuzz, there's not much we can do to Articuno right now, and if we put Electabuzz in, they're just going to end up putting Steelix back in the game. I wish I could get rid of the Steelix right now, because that would make this a lot easier. Let's go Toxic. We're faster yet again. All right, please land it again. Awesome, okay. At the very least, there's now a timer on the Articuno. Blizzard, will it hit again? 3 for 3 on Blizzard and a freeze? Are you kidding me? 3 for 3 on Blizzard and a freeze. Well, at the very least, at least Nidoqueen was able to poison it, which will help other Pokemon. Why are you switching? We have a 10% chance of thawing out. You're giving us a chance to get out. That's such a weird decision. Hydro Pump's only 80% accurate. It might not hit us. Grant, I know Blizzard isn't here, but you could have done like Peck while we were frozen. That's such a weird choice. I mean, it hit because of course it did. It's the game controlling it, but still. I mean, on one hand, I'm proud of myself that it looks like I picked my Tampa Bay team really well, but gosh, like, is the computer going to throw any bones toward my way while I'm controlling this team? I mean, can we hit a dynamic punch or something? I mean, let's go light screen because I think you're going to switch to Steelix. We got Nidoking, Typhlosion, and Electabuzz. We're going to have to probably set up for the Horn Drill shenanigans and Thunder, because I don't see any other way we're going to get around Steelix. We don't really have a way around Steelix right now, because if I put Typhlosion in, then the game's just going to switch to one of the water types. So, all we can really do is put Nidoking in there and hope for the best. I think what we'll do is we'll, I'm going to go Thunder, just in case it's Haunter that comes in instead of one of the other Pokemon. If it is one of the water Pokemon, it'll be super effective. If it's Haunter, it'll be neutral. Sunflora is the only one that will not be hit hard by it, but I don't think that they would put Sunflora in to fight a Nidoking. They didn't switch. Really? You didn't switch? Great. I'm going to go for Mud Slap myself. I bet you that they switch. Okay, they didn't. Please hit so we can even up the score here. Come on. Miss an Iron Tail. 3 for 3 on Iron Tail. What is going on? Electabuzz. Because Steel is not very effective on electric types. I'm just trying to reset the accuracies because it's going to be hard enough to hit Horn Drill as it is. I did more damage than I expected. 4 for 4, by the way, on Iron Tail. Gosh. Alright, let's go Typhlosion. We'll see if we can get him to switch, and we'll try to switch at the same time next turn. And then we'll just try to see if Nidoking between Thunder and Horn Drill, if it can just go on a roll here. 5 for 5. It's only 75% accurate. I mean, that's better than the 50-50 moves, but give me a break. I would never get Iron Tail to work 5 times in a row. Okay, so it's Blastoise. I do not know who's faster of Blastoise and Nidoking. I think it's Nidoking, but I'm not sure. It could be either way. Well, either way, the game is pretty much in the balance here. Nidoking needs to go first and needs to land a Thunder.
What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle?
If they put Steelix in and call my Thunder, come on. Even though I'm weak to Blastoise, it knew I was going to use Thunder.
That caused no damage at all.
Alright, well, at least we have Nidoking versus Steelix. Let's go for one Mud Slap, try to make it miss an attack or two. And if it doesn't switch, then we'll go Horn Drill. Miss, come on. And a critical hit. Wow. I don't know what to say here. Like, I would say the game has it out for the Ponyta, but I think the game has it out for me more so than the Ponyta. Like, nothing is working. And everything's working for the other side. I think you're going to switch, so we're going to use Smokescreen.
Here comes a Pokemon switch.
Please be Blastoise. It's poisoned already. We could get a knockout. Of course it's not. Okay. Well, at least the Smokescreen will provide us a chance that they'll miss.
The smoke screen went up. The snap changer succeeded. How will this
Okay.
affect the flow of battle?
Gosh. I think Flame Wheel is still going to do more damage than Swift. Let's see. That's essentially 90. Half of that would be 45 versus 60. That's normal attack. That's special attack. I think Flame Wheel is still our way to go, even though it's not very effective. For anyone wondering how I got 90 on Flame Wheel, that was the stab, the same attack, a type bonus. All right, we got a miss. We're gonna need some misses here. We're gonna need some luck. We need things luck-wise to change on our side here. Actually, if we could get by Quillfish, there is a pathway to victory here. Because, again, Blastoise is poisoned already. Alright, well.
There's only one Pokemon left to come out.
We might be in the process of having our second sweep of the season. All right, we don't have anything else we can do. We can't mess around. I'm sure Steelix is probably going to come in, but I don't have a choice, really. I'm just going to Well, wait, if they do switch to Steelix, let's go with Leer. Lower its defense. If we can lower the defense, that gives us more of a chance. It's still a slim chance, but it'll be more of a chance.
Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon.
Man, this has been rough. I mean, on one hand, I'm really proud of myself for picking a team that matched up well with against this one, but man, on the other hand,
Quick tab on the battle.
I'm very frustrated that the game didn't let any of the dynamic punches hit. It seemed like every Blizzard, every Hydro Pump that wasn't affected by like a Mud Slap, and every Iron Tail did hit. And there's the Sandstorm, which is actually doing more damage than the Swift is. So I think this one's going to be over, barring some critical hits or something.
What now? That attack just bounced off. The stat changer succeeded.
Well, this one was rough. I mean, again, it makes my Tampa Bay Steelix look good, but man, I mean, come on. I can't be the only one that's just utterly shocked that the computer had like almost every single one of those attacks hit, and there's nothing I could do about it. Like, it's crazy. Steelix with the knockout.
That settles this battle. And there goes the battle.
A 6-0 sweep for the Tampa Bay Steelix. Wow. Just a really good showing. What can I say? The Tampa Bay Steelix are the victors of the first match today. I'll be right back with the second game, and let's hope in all these other matchups the computer doesn't have 100% accuracy for everything it does. All right, we're back with the second match of the day. The Dallas Dragonite and the Pokemon Power. Dallas Dragonite having a shot to maybe move up in the standings after the first match today with the Ponyta losing, so we'll see how this goes. No news, no new moves were made by either one of these two teams. Same 10 Pokemon they've had. Judging by the opponent's lineup, I'm gonna go with... Let's go Psyduck. I was gonna say Vaporeon, but if I had to throw a water Pokemon away by mistake, I'd rather it be Psyduck than Vaporeon. All right. Okay. This could work. This actually could work typing-wise. You're gonna switch, aren't you? Pikachu or Venusaur? Moltres. Why Moltres against a water Pokemon? I mean, yeah, that could make Sky Attack stronger, but by the time you actually land a Sky Attack on me, that was a weird choice. Now you're switching again. What is happening? Now it's Venusaur. Alright, well, we're going to get a Surf off. Let's see if we can well, let's go with Flareon. Again, Ninetales a little more valuable than Flareon to this team, so we'll throw Flareon out there first. Alright, so Giga Drain didn't do much because we're a fire type. Fire Blast. Alright. So what's taking a Fire Blast to the face here? Golem doesn't have high special defense. This might not be that bad.
What's next? That didn't seem fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's better than it could have been.
How will this new
This team has no Pokemon that can avoid being hit by the magnitude. So we're just going to Fire Blast again. And if we get lucky enough that we burn it, then maybe we'll survive.
not very effective?
No burn, but maybe it'll be a low roll magnitude.
Hold on.
7.
It's super effective.
Wow, the computer's really pulling out all the stops today.
There it is.
Golem taking out Flareon. And it would if this battle was reversed, that would have been a 4 instead of a 7. But all right. I know Golem has been a good Pokemon all season on this, so yeah. Let's go Lickitung. I don't know if it'll be willing to switch out for Lickitung.
Oh, it's Lickitung.
And if it doesn't, we can get off a Surf here
Wearing off in
and maybe take out Golem. There's Magnitude. If we survive it, we're going to take out Golem. There's a 6.
that did little damage.
Here comes Surf.
That surf.
And Lickitung takes out Golem.
So, what will be the next Pokemon? The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon.
My cat is trying to sniff all the chords again. I don't know what his fascination is with it. You know what, let's just go straight for Surf. I thought about Supersonic. Only a 55% chance of working. So, if we survive the Fire Blast, let's just do some damage instead of risking that. We'll go Surf again.
There it goes. Man, that worked perfectly.
Alright.
The white
If we survive another turn here, we'll Surf it again.
wood fire blast. That's it.
Alright.
Oh, it has no strength left.
Okay, both teams doing pretty well here.
Pokemon.
Let's go with Vaporeon. Because Psyduck, between Swagger, Psych Up, and Dig, it could technically take on the Tentacruel potentially, if everything plays out well. So let's Waterfall the Moltres here. If they switch, they switch. It'll be a free hit on Venusaur.
Building up power for its next
They're staying in with Sky Attack. Okay. Here comes Waterfall.
waterfall attack. That struck home.
All right.
There it is. Knockout. We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokemon. This Pokemon is back for another go.
All right. Venusaur's back out there. You're going to use Giga Drain again.
Off in battle.
We'll put in Ninetales.
The trainer switching Pokemon. Oh, it's Ninetales. What's next?
There's Giga Drain.
It's not very effective. How will this newly switched out Pokemon
Fire Blast. We'll just Fire Blast whatever comes in. It'll likely be Tentacruel, but we're going to Fire Blast it.
The Pokemon appears with a cry. There's the attack.
Oh, we got a burn on it. So some passive damage there.
Which affects the
You're going to use a water attack, so we're going to put in Vaporeon.
Here comes the Pokemon switch.
Alright, there's a burn. I'm going to use Sand Attack. Oh, you stayed in. I was assuming Venusaur was coming in. Well, that works. The burn will still take... Yeah, I was going to say take more health off. And now you're less accurate on top of it. Alright. Not bad. Waterfall. Wrap Mist. There's the burn. Here comes Waterfall. Interesting that it still hasn't switched out yet. Quick attack. That was better than the Waterfall. Passive damage on both sides now. Okay, with quick attack and burn, I think Tentacruel will go down this turn. Let's see, the burn was caused by Ninetales, so if the burn takes it out, that's a knockout for Ninetales. There it is. Alright, the Dragonite with the lead at the moment. Got a long way to go, but the Dragonite had the lead. With Tentacruel gone, there's officially nothing left that resists a Fire Blast. We got Moltres out of the way, Golem, and Tentacruel. So the remaining Pokemon are Venusaur, Gengar, and Pikachu. All of which can take a Fire Blast to the face. No one's going to resist Fire Blast here. Sorry guys, just checking the cords there because my cat, I don't know why, he just loves them. Alright, Fire Blast. And it burned the Venusaur and hit it hard. Power not getting much luck. See, in the first game, I had no luck against the computer, but in the second game, we're getting luck. I just never know with this thing. That's part of the joy of Pokemon battles, though. You never know what you're going to get. Let's go Quick Attack to try and conserve some Fire Blast. Oh, well, Burn will take it out nonetheless, no matter what it does this turn. Alright, so that's going to take out the Venusaur. Alright, Gengar and Pikachu versus a poisoned Ninetales, a Hitmonlee, which can't do anything to Gengar, and a Psyduck. This is going to be a very interesting finale here. Ninetales is going to be down to its last little bit here. Interesting to see how much the poison takes off. Good to note, though, that the Gengar is faster. Yep. And we can't Quick Attack because it's a Ghost type, so this should be a knockout for Gengar. Alright, Gengar takes out Ninetales. So we've got a 3-on-2. Let's go Vaporeon. I thought about Psyduck, but I think Gengar. I'm just gonna go with Vaporeon because I know it can take a few more hits than the Psyduck can. Waterfall. Does the Hypnosis hit? That's going to be the big game changer here. It does not hit. How much is Waterfall going to do to Gengar? It's a knockout.
Oh, and down it goes.
Are we going to see another surprise upset?
Just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Pikachu. It's down to the last
Pikachu.
Pokemon now. The number of remaining Pokemon.
I would switch because we're weak against electric, but since we got 3 Pokemon left, I don't want to grant any free damage. It's a good Thunderbolt, but I think Vaporeon can even survive another one. So we're just going to go with Waterfall again. Alright, another Waterfall should do it. Only chance for the power is if Pikachu can take out Vaporeon with another Thunderbolt. And it does not. All Vaporeon has to do is land the Waterfall. And there's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We have another upset.
The last Pokemon goes down.
The Vaporeon. The Vaporeon was great in this bout. The Dallas Dragonite upsetting the Pokemon Power by final score of 2-0. 3-0 actually. Yeah, 3-0. A very surprising upset. But hey, that puts me at 1-1 against the computer today. So, a stunner, today's winner in this battle, the Dallas Dragonite. All right, I'll be right back with battle number 3 in just a bit. But first, it's time for our intermission. All right. I'm going to play a couple more of the mini games that I haven't played yet. So I've played pretty much the bottom row except for the Togepi. And I need to play Eevee, that, and that. So we'll do the bottom row today. We'll do Togepi and... well, actually, it's just Togepi, so we'll finish off Togepi and the Scyther and Pinsir game. And then we'll do the top corners next week. Alright. I did not pay attention to the controls, so we'll see. I think it's just steering, if I remember correctly, on this. Yep, that's what it is. Ah. Come on. Come on. Darn, I missed the speed boost there. I got second. That's not bad. I didn't win, but I didn't humiliate myself. Alright. That wasn't too bad. I think if I got in the practice of that one, I could be pretty good at that one again. Clear Cut Challenge. This one's very simple. Press A to cut the log and try to do it on the line. I'm a Pinsir today. I'm going to actually take off my camera here so that we can see the scores better. Wow, that was delayed. I feel like I hit the button way before that. Alright, not a good start. Alright. Not good. We're not doing well. I used to be able to get perfect cuts on all these. Alright, at least I'll get points this time. Hey, we're in the positive. Still in last place, but in the positive. We got 2 more cuts, because I think the last one is the 5th cut. Ooh, perfect. Needed that. Needed that. And just like that, from worst to first. Oh, 2 in a row. And just like that, we're the victors. Aha. Alright, awesome. Alright, everybody, that was our intermission for this week. Let's get back to some battles. Alright, everybody, welcome back to our 3rd matchup of the day. We are the Machampion versus the Atlanta Firo. This is a big one, especially with the Steelix having a sweep earlier and the Power losing in an upset. This could really affect the standings quite a bit. So we'll see how this one goes. Alright, judging by what that team has... let's start with Meganium. Yeah, we'll start with Meganium and we'll switch out as needed. The only thing Meganium doesn't want to fight at the beginning would be Snorlax or Fearow. Even Snorlax, it could poison it. And put up Reflect, so, yeah. Let's see how this goes. Lantern, that's beautiful for, Meganium here. I'll be interested to see if that ends up being a switch. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put up Reflect because I'm assuming it will switch. It didn't switch. Are you kidding me? Okay. Why are you trying to use Hydro Pump on a grass Pokemon? Solar Beam. If it switches, we get a free turn to charge up. If it doesn't, we're going to hit it with Solar Beam. I can't believe it's staying in. It paralyzed us, which, knowing this game and my luck, we won't attack this turn. Hydro Pump missed. I called that. I freaking called that. This game, in some ways, is unpredictable, and in other ways, it's super predictable. I'm willing to bet that this Lantern takes out Meganium because of paralysis. I guarantee that it's going to have a legitimate shot at taking out the Meganium because of paralysis. There comes Solar Beam. It better do some good damage. Gee, it's almost like if we could have had 2 Solar Beams out by now that Lantern might have been defeated. Solar Beam. That's all we can really do against it. Gosh, it's hit all but one Hydro Pump. Of course we couldn't. Of course we couldn't. Why would we? Flail. Freaking paralysis. I can't believe it. Lantern takes out Meganium. Just when I think this game can't get any crazier. Okay, what's a good matchup here, or the best we can get anyway against Lantern? None of those things really want to fight Lantern. Let's go Ariados. Sludge Bomb might be enough to take it out, and if not, we might poison it or poison whatever they switch into. So we'll go Ariados. Sludge Bomb. Going for Spark. Don't paralyze us again. At least we broke through it and attacked. Alright. Technically 1-1, although we're hindered by being paralyzed. We need to save Ariados because it's going to play a key part, I think, in trying to beat Snorlax, Ariados, and Machamp. You don't have an attack, Fearow, that does anything more than neutral damage to Scizor, so we'll put Scizor in there. I imagine this is going to be Drill Peck. Okay, so Scizor can at least survive one more of those. Maybe two. Let's go Metal Claw. There's Tropec again.
What'll it do? That was a glancing blow.
Alright, here comes the Metal Claw.
Oh, that's a miss. The white-hot battle continues.
95% accurate, everybody. Lantern landed all except one Hydro Pump, but we miss a 95% accurate Metal Claw. Just let that sink in a little bit.
What's this? Hit. That was good.
Come on, hit this time.
Get a bit deep. What's next? Oh my, missed again. One Pokemon is still capable of going up. But
Two 95% accurate move misses in a row. I don't know what else to say. I don't think anything needs to be said. I think everyone's very capable of drawing a conclusion out of that sequence.
the next Pokemon needs to be prepared.
Hero with a knockout against Scizor. Undeserved, but but it happened. Gosh, I guess we'll put Cloyster in.
It's a fierce battle.
Aurora Beam.
Prepare for battle.
There's Toxic.
Nasty toxic.
Actually, in this case, it might not be a bad thing he hit us with Toxic, because might have got more damage out of the Drill Peck.
Drilled a weakness.
I mean, it's not really ever a good thing to be poisoned, I'm just saying.
The heated action continues.
Alright, can we get a knockout on the Fearow here? Here comes a Drill Peck.
How's that?
By the way, Drill Peck is 90 or 95% accurate as well, and it hit every time, so just throwing that out there. Alright, Fearow goes down. So on paper, Cloyster evens everything back up at 4-on-4. However, Cloyster's poisoned and has some damage already. Here is Kadabra, the monster itself. This team does have one thing that can counter the Kadabra, though. We've got Tyranitar.
This Pokemon is switching out.
I would imagine that Poliwrath will check in this next turn, since it's a water fighting type. And Tyranitar's Dark Rock. Rock Dark, whichever comes first.
What now?
Psychic won't have an effect because we're Dark type.
Get off.
We're going to Sandstorm so that whatever does come in gets a hit a little bit.
The trainer's switching Pokemon.
It's going to be Poliwrath, I'm sure.
Oh, it's Poliwrath.
If we can work our way around Poliwrath somehow, we can beat Kadabra and Mischievous with Tyranitar.
Started glowing.
And maybe not beat Snorlax, but at least do some pretty decent damage to it. But we have Machamp for the
Tab on the battle.
Snorlax, so we might be able to pull something off here. Let's put Cloyster in. I'm still saving Ariados on the off chance that we can fight through Paralysis and get a Toxic to land on the Snorlax.
Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. Oh, it's poison. Will it be okay?
Dynamic Punch, 50% accurate.
Oh, that's a
Alright, the computer actually can miss attacks. What do you know?
going. Sandstorm burst. The sandstorm rips and tears.
Alright, because of Dynamic Punch, I would imagine that they'll leave
Pokemon
Poliwrath in there. I guess Spike Cannon. We don't really have a lot of good options. Come on, miss again.
dynamic.
Alright, 0 for 2. Here comes the Spike Cannon.
That was a glancing blow.
Of course, it was only 2 times. They can hit anywhere from 2 to 5, and of course, we get a 2. Come on.
Going. Sandstorm burst. The sandstorm rips and
Thank goodness we have the freaking sandstorm out there, because that's doing more damage than any of the attacks. Spike cannon again. So we must have a speed tie since Cloyster's going first this time. 2 again. It could be 2, 3, 4, or 5, and we got 2 on back-to-back turns. Miss. All right. Still did some good work there, Cloyster. All right, Machamp, let's see if you're fast enough to land a Thunder Punch before Poliwrath gets a turn. It'll be a big turn here, a big turn. Sandstorm's going to help a little bit by hitting Poliwrath again. Let Machamp go first and do enough to knock it out. Nope. Miss. Miss. Come on. Of course, at a critical juncture, the computer wins out. Come on, miss. You'd never guess that these aren't 100% accurate moves. All right, we fought through confusion and we survived the hit somehow. Machamp takes it out. Gosh. Against all odds, we've actually defeated half of the Fearow team. I have no idea what kind of attack you're going to throw at us here. I can't imagine it would be Thunder, since we have 5 health left. So let's try to switch in to Tyranitar here. Save Machamp because we could get one shot at maybe a good submission hit on Snorlax. Shadow Ball, okay. As long as we don't lower our special defense, I think we'll be okay. All right. Fight. We'll go for Sandstorm if Snorlax or Kadabra come out. But with the threat of Thunder doing decent damage, we need to just go straight for attacks. Yeah, my point proven exactly there. Would have liked it to do a little bit more. Not gonna lie. We're in a bit of a tight spot here. We're essentially going to have to root for a couple misses from Misdreavus here. If the game knows how to miss an attack. Thunder again, come on, 70% accurate. It's got to miss sometime, right? Thank you. Thank you for giving me a miss, finally. All right. Tyranitar takes out the Misdreavus. So we got Snorlax and Kadabra. If it's Snorlax, we use Sandstorm. If it's Kadabra, we use Bite. That's fine with me. You're going to get hit by the Sandstorm. Alright, we'll save Tyranitar specifically for Kadabra now. Because it'll force Kadabra to use Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch might be enough to knock out Tyranitar at this stage, I don't know. But we have to we have to play the possibility of us having a chance to win. And our best chance is it surviving a Thunder Punch and using Bite. Alright, who's faster, a paralyzed Ariados or a Snorlax that's used Curse once? The Snorlax. Really? It's even used Curse once and it's still faster? If I put Machamp in, I feel like the Sandstorm's going to knock it out because the game's weird with its mechanics. So I guess we'll put in Tyranitar and hope it does Curse again or something. Boy, I called that. Yeah, Machamp would have been done. Okay. Bite. Maybe we can get a flinch. Come on, flinch. Flinch. Yes. And get our flinch, or maybe even two, then I think we can win this with Sandstorm, honestly. Well, win the matchup with Snorlax, that is. Come on, flinch again. Please don't do much. Okay, I think Kadabra can beat that. We're not gonna beat it in one hit here, so let's try Mud Slap. See if we can get it to miss, and then we'll go Bite again. Yeah, what hurt was not being able to poison it with Meganium or Ariados. That was a bad break. Oh, this is going to be tough. Because even if Machamp takes out Snorlax, Kadabra's going to beat it. But a really good effort, a good strong fight by We Are the Machampion. Of course, we get a critical hit when we don't need it. Alright, Machamp gets a knockout. It also faints. And Snorlax faints. Kadabra did technically play. It was out there for a little bit. So the Fearow win 1-0. Well, for a team whose lineup was very predictable, I think I did a decent job almost pulling off the upset with We Are the Machampion. If Meganium wouldn't have been paralyzed like 5 times in the beginning, that could have changed the game. And if Scizor wouldn't have missed both of its attacks, that could have changed the game. So, the computer wins, but that battle definitely could have gone either way. The winner of this battle are the Atlanta Fearow. I'll be right back with the last match of the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the last battle of Week 9. It is between the Minnesota Suicune and Smooch 'em or Lose 'em. There was a move made in this matchup today. The Minnesota Suicune making their first move of the season. They dropped Pinsir and added Entei. So now 4 legendaries on this team. Entei's been out there all season for people to pick up. No one picked it up. This team took advantage and got him. All right, speaking of which, the best Pokemon to probably start with would be... I think we're going to start with Espeon. Espeon and Umbreon returning to the lineup for the first time in a while. All right. And who's Espeon going up against to start? Arbok. Good choice for us to pick Espeon then. Psybeam. Kind of surprised the game didn't switch. And again, I look at the roster, I don't know what they would switch to. Half damage, but we're not poisoned, that's good. Another Psybeam should take it out. All right, Espeon with a knockout.
No strength left. That KO will bring out a...
We got one down, 5 to go.
Oh, it's Furret.
Furret. All right.
Sparks are flying from both competitors.
I'm going to actually save Espeon as a backup plan for Bulbasaur if for some reason we lose Entei. So let's bring in Umbreon.
Oh, it's Umbreon. What'll it do? That did little damage.
All right. It's 74 damage. All right.
Pokemon fair.
Sand attack.
It increased its special defense.
All right.
Accuracy is down. The white-hot battle continues.
Let's go ahead and mean look it, because even if it uses Amnesia a bunch, we can just quick attack.
No, that's
And since it now might miss, that's big that we've got the accuracy drop on it.
that Pokemon can't make a getaway now.
Let's go one more sand attack since we know it can't retreat.
How's that? Oh my, missed again.
All right.
What's this?
All right, so it's essentially got half accuracy now, which means now it will hit everything. That's how this game works, it seems like. Let's go Feint Attack first, see how it does against the Amnesia boosted special defense, and then we'll try Quick Attack. All right, 35. But now let's see what Quick Attack does by comparison.
What'll it do? That was a glancing blow.
That was 33, so 33 and 35.
What's that? The hit glanced right off.
Yeah, this will be a slow battle since we're only doing 30 some at a time, but since it's got such a good chance to miss, we're just going to stay locked in and see if we can take it out. At the very least, we'll get it damaged enough that the next Pokemon can beat it.
What's this? That did little
All right. Feint Attack again.
competitor.
Here comes Strength again.
There's the attack. Whoop, that missed.
All right. Feint Attack.
What now? A
Good. Good, good, good.
It's a fierce battle.
Feint Attack again.
What'll it do? That was a glancing blow.
All right, Umbreon's health is low.
What next? The hit glanced right off.
It's doing its part, though. It's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but Umbreon's doing its part.
A show of strength. That's it.
All right, Furret gets the knockout.
Relax.
Umbreon did a number on it, though, by hurting its accuracy and getting it
Pokemon will appear.
getting it to half health. Let's go. Let's go with Espeon, now that Furret is halfway defeated.
This Pokemon is rejoining the battle. A hot battle is unfolding.
Yeah, to be honest, I almost forgot that the Suicune had Espeon and Umbreon, because I think they've both only been in one, maybe two matches so far, so, like, I kind of forgot they were on this team. I know I said I was going to save Espeon for Bulbasaur, but we have the We have the Entei, and I have a feeling a Fire Blast from an Entei will do quite a bit of damage to a little Bulbasaur. So, plus since Furret is has almost no accuracy now, we might not even take damage. I knew it was going to happen after I said it, but nonetheless, Espeon's going to survive and take out Furret. All right. Furret and Arbok are down.
We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokémon.
And the next Pokemon is
Oh, it's
Jolteon.
Jolteon. Foe is weak. Now's the time to attack. One Pokémon is still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired.
You are probably going to use like Quick Attack or something, but we'll see. Double Kick. Right, it doesn't have Quick Attack.
Whoa, double kick. That's it.
All right, Jolteon takes out the Espeon.
That KO will bring out a
We're going to put in Entei.
They're ready to go. Oh, it's Entei. This is a class of different Pokémon.
Fire Blast. Here comes Zap Cannon. Is it going to hit? It does not. Here comes Fire Blast. Is it going to hit?
There it goes. Great hit.
It does. Almost half health.
They're both hanging tough.
I just gotta make sure I save at least one Fire Blast for Bulbasaur. Zap Cannon hits on the second try and paralyzes Entei, because that's what Zap Cannon does.
A furious attack. Hit. That was good.
Lives with 15 health. Of course it does. Let's put Raikou in there. Yes, it might get paralyzed too, but again, we gotta save Entei.
Pokémon is switching out.
Plus, Raikou knows Quick Attack, so if it doesn't hit us here, we can hit it next turn before it gets a chance to hit us again.
What now? Oh, that's
Alright.
what impact will this Pokémon switch have on the battle?
Raikou's gonna use Quick Attack,
There, quick attack.
and there goes Jolteon.
Yes, it's going down.
Alright.
We're eagerly awaiting the appearance.
Got Bulbasaur, War Turtle, and Pineco versus 4 legendary Pokemon.
This has become a clash between different Pokémon types. And all
Let's go Spark once or twice, see if we can get it paralyzed.
the Pokémon battle. There's the attack. Oh, that was weak.
Nope, okay. Here comes Toxic.
Nasty toxic. The
Its first try.
weaken the victim.
Switch. Let's put in
Both competitors.
Entei.
The Pokémon is returning to its Pokéball. This Pokémon is back for another go.
Alright.
It increased its special attack
It's not gonna matter, you're just gonna be Razor Leafing an Entei.
on which affects the flow of battle.
You're gonna switch.
Comes the Pokémon switch.
If it's Pineco, it goes down too, so I'm imagining this is War Turtle.
Oh, it's Wartortle.
Come on, burn it.
Not very
Oh well. Still got some damage off on it.
how will this
You're gonna use Waterfall.
fare?
Just go ahead and go back to Raikou.
The trainer's switching Pokémon. The Pokémon emerges from its Pokéball. Oh, it's poison. Will it be okay?
The War Turtle does know Dig, but I think we're faster.
Nice hit.
I'll be very surprised if the War Turtle is faster. Wouldn't be surprised knowing this game. Yeah, I was gonna say, but it doesn't make sense logically. Yeah, Raikou almost takes out the War Turtle. There's Dig. Put in Suicune so it gets to participate.
This Pokemon is switching up. Oh, it's Riku. Foe is weak. Now's the time to attack. There's the attack. The hit
All right.
on. How will this Pokemon
Dust.
affect the flow of battle? What now? That did little damage.
It still didn't knock it out. All right. Dig again. All right. Can live with that.
Speed difference between the two combatants. It enshrouded itself in mist. What'll it do? A light attack. One Pokemon is still capable.
All right, Gust again.
But the other one looks tired.
Come on, Suicune.
Oh, God! That's
Yep.
it. Oh, it has no strength left.
Suicune takes out the War Turtle.
There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokemon for each side.
Bulbasaur and Pineco are left. It's Bulbasaur.
Joining the battle. Both battlers still look fresh.
Here comes Entei.
The Pokemon is returning to its Pokeball.
Depending on our luck with both damage and the paralysis, Entei might be able to finish this battle out.
What's this?
Can't poison us because we're already paralyzed.
What impact will this Pokemon
Fire Blast.
have on the battle?
We get Paraflinch.
That was a glancing blow. Oh, it flinched.
I can see it now. The Bulbasaur is going to Paraflinch the Entei to feigning.
What's that? A light hit. Uh-oh, it's still immobilized.
All right, one more shot at it.
Pressure flying from both competitors. What now? That did little damage. Nope, it's still
We're not even getting paralyzed. It's Paraflinch. It's just para. I mean, it's not even para. It's flinch. We're not even getting a chance to be paralyzed. We're just flinching every turn.
Whoa, that was close.
Unbelievable. We break through with 8 health left.
A powerful blow.
Beat it in one shot.
Down it goes.
Entei gets a knockout after all that.
There's only one Pokemon left to come up.
Just Pineco remaining.
Oh, it's Pineco. This is the last Pokemon. One Pokemon is still
All right, put Zapdos in there.
but the other
Keep
one
Entei alive.
This Pokemon is switching out.
Or conscious, or however you want to put it.
Oh, it's Zapdos. What'll it do? That didn't do much.
All right, Zapdos.
Pokemon switch.
Couple thunder. I think we're maybe 2 thunders away from victory here. Yep.
Out. Fight. It scattered spikes.
Yep, it can't do anything against Zapdos. We just gotta wait for Thunder to hit again.
Here it comes. Thunder.
There it is.
The last Pokemon goes down. And there goes the battle.
All right, a 4-0 victory for the Minnesota Suicune against Smooch 'em or Lose 'em. Making me 2-2 against the computer this week. Although we came that close to maybe pulling off an upset in the Ma Champion, We Are the Ma Champion Atlanta Firo game. All right, I'll be right back in a little bit, everybody, with the updated standings and statistics. But first, congratulations to the Minnesota Suicune on the victory. All right, I will be right back. All right, so here we are with the updated standings. The Atlanta Firo still in first place after a narrow victory today at 8-1 plus 25 differential. Tampa Bay Steelix now pulled into second place at 7-2 with a plus 13 after that sweep. The Pokemon Power fall to 6-3, so they are in the third place spot now. The Minnesota Suicune are in fourth at 6-3 with a plus 2 differential. The Dallas Dragonite now in the last playoff spot, the 5 spot, at 3-6 with a 0 differential. They're in solely because of the point differential. My Little Ponyta right behind them, though, also at 3-6 with a negative 9 point differential. That race is far from over. Same with We Are the Ma Champion, just a game behind at 2-7. And then at last place, we have the 1-8 Smooch 'em or Lose 'em, which, believe it or not, is still in the playoff race as they're only 2 games out of it. Today I went 2-2 against the computer, so we are now 21-15 against the CPU. Had a couple 2-2 weeks in a row now. Hoping to change that in upcoming weeks, but that's what we got. All right, updated statistics here. For Tampa Bay Steelix, after today's battles, Quillfish now up to 9 knockouts, 5 faints. Pretty good ratio there. Haunter at 6-2. Steelix at 6-3. Blastoise at 5-2. So some pretty good ratios there. We go to the Atlanta Firo. Kadabra did make an appearance, but didn't do anything. It had 11, so it's still at 11-2. Mischievous is at 9-4. Snorlax 8-3. Lantern 7-4. All those are good ratios. We got a Minnesota Suicune. Raikou now up to 7-4. And everything else looks kind of average. Intake getting a knockout in its first appearance. Dallas Dragonite. Vaporeon now the leader at 10-6. With Hitmonlee being 9-6. Ninetales being 9-7. They had a surprising win today. Smooch 'em. Whoa, okay. A little too far off there. Smooch 'em or Lose 'em. Furret is now in the lead there, 8-9, with Arbok 7-9 right behind it. We Are the Ma Champion. Tyranitar and Machamp, both 9 knockouts to 8 faints, are the leaders there. My Little Ponyta, Nidoking still in first by a landslide, 10 knockouts, 5 faints. Right behind there, Typhlosion and Primeape with 5 apiece. Pokemon Power, Golem with 11 knockouts to 6 faints. Moltres with 10-5. Those are the 2 heavy hitters on that team. And that is the recap of the stats. Let's take a look at the matchups for Week 10 here. The Tampa Bay Steelix finally get a home game, or in other words, a game where I get to control them again. And we play against the Atlanta Firo in one of the biggest possible revenge matchups of the season. We got first place versus second place. If second place wins, both teams have the same record. Even if I sweep them, the Firo will be in first. Like, just looking at all scenarios here. If I swept them, I would go to plus 19. And so if I swept them, we'd be dead even at 19 apiece. So we'd just be in a tie. So anything other than a sweep, the Firo will still have the tiebreaker. So if I win 5-0, they'll still have the tiebreaker. So it's really just to get the records back to being even. If I do win, I will not officially pass the Firo, but it's still gonna be an interesting battle because then it would make those last 4 weeks really interesting. So that'll be the marquee matchup this week. Again, I will be controlling my own team, and the computer will be the Atlanta Firo. The Minnesota Suicune will be controlled by the computer against the Dallas Dragonite, who already pulled 1 upset under my control today, so we'll see if we can make it 2 in a row next week. The Pokemon Power will also be controlled by the computer as they play Smooch 'em or Lose 'em. Boy, I have to control 2 of the bottom teams next week, huh? That's going to be fun. Smooch 'em or Lose 'em will be home against the Pokemon Power. And last but not least, we'll also have My Little Ponyta being controlled by me against We Are the Ma Champion. These two are both fighting for playoff contention. We Are the Ma Champion only a game out. My Little Ponyta already there, tied for the spot, but out because of point differential. So both of them could use a win here. Knowing how this season's gone, I could easily see We Are the Ma Champion winning, but then the Dallas Dragonite also losing, so all three of them still fighting for the last spot. I could absolutely see that. So we got some interesting matchups this week. I'm excited. We got 5 weeks to go, 5 games to go, and then we'll have playoffs. All right. Well, everybody, if you liked what you saw today, first off, thank you for watching. Second off, do the whole YouTube thing, you know, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that nonsense. And I'll see you next week with another video. All right. Bye-bye.